welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman and today I'm here to present you a 2009 Territory Ghia Mark II. I've actually owned one of these cars myself, can't speak highly enough of it. A brilliant car that just keeps going and made for the family. We'll start at the front. Now obviously this car, you've inquired on it, so you know it represents exceptional value. What I want to show you today is the quality of this vehicle. I think you're going to be very impressed. The previous owner has looked after it exceptionally well. Starting at the front, we have headlight covers, the bonnet protector, we even have fog light covers on this car. So someone has spent the money to look after it. On the front of the car, we have a minor little stone chip just there, but for black paint presents really well. Can't find any major marks, nicks or scratches on the front. The bonnet protector's done its job. The bonnet is in brilliant condition as well. Coming down the driver's side of the vehicle now, you will see we do have the big blocking plate here, which is quite a cool look. Do have the LED indicators in the mirror. But coming back down, we've got a brilliant condition all-terrain tyre on the front of the car. Look at that, heaps and heaps of tread there, and Goodyear branding, of course. We have an unmarked alloy wheel on the front for the Series 2 Ghia as well. Coming down the side of the car, just showing someone spent even more money on this car. Do have the nice side steps down there, making getting in and out of the car that little bit easier. Coming up from there, no signs of scratching around the door handle. Do have nice chrome strips along the door. Do have the front factory weather shields on the car, as well as the aerodynamic low noise roof racks, both front and rear, which you can actually adjust to many points on the roof, depending on what you're carrying up there as well. Coming down again, we will notice it does have privacy glass both on the rear of the vehicle, but we don't have tint at the front. Probably would recommend tinting the front, giving it that black tint on a black car, just a very good look. Coming down the side of the vehicle, no stone chip scratches or anything like that. Rear wheel, we do sadly have a little bit of gutter rash just here on the top of the wheel. Hasn't damaged the wheel at all, or dented it or anything. It just has gashed it a little bit. Brilliant condition all-terrain tyre at the back there as well. Is fitted with mud flaps all round, of course. Coming to the rear of the vehicle now, lots of badgings, lots to talk about. Well, should we start at the bottom or the top, Lynn? For those watching at home, Lynn's my cameraman. Let's start at the top. Up the top, we've got the stubby little aerial up there. We do have it's not a rear wing, I can't remember the exact name, but my one had this feature, and what it does when you drive down dirt roads, it forces the air down, which actually keeps the windscreen a lot clearer of dirt, so actually a really good feature to have. High mount rear wiper as well to make driving in the morning very easy. Territory badges, Ghia badges down there. Do have reversing sensors on this Ghia, as well as, hang on Lynn, I forgot something, didn't I? Reversing camera as well, making this car very easy to live with and park. Do have the Heyman Reese tow bar down there as well. And on this car, really good tow rating on that vehicle. I'm just trying to remember it. It is actually 2,300 kilos. I had a moment there. Coming up from there, here's a great feature. You've got a button there. It opens the glass of the tailgate. So if you have that one jug of milk or something, really easy just to pop it in there. If you have the dog or something, stick his head out. We'll just lower that back down. Touch the other one for the door, grab it in the center, lift up nice and easy, gas struts take it out of our way. For the height challenged among us like myself, you've got the grab handle there as well. In the back here, we've got the rear set of carpet mats and the front set. Look at that, free carpet mats. Happy about that. We'll just pop them out for a moment, as well as the tow bar. Nice to see that's in there, because we don't like them on the tow bar because they really hurt when you kick them in the yard. But in the back here, this is some things I look at when I'm looking at a vehicle, the quality of the plastics. You'll see no gouges or scratches from heavy loads being mounted into the vehicle. Nice chrome tie downs on the Territory Ghia. Is a 7-chair, and you will notice it has leather seats on this one as well. Up the front, really good condition rear seats. No sign of wear or anything actually. I'd hazard to guess the rear seats have probably, if they have been used, very light use. Good rear leg room. You will notice we do have the cargo blind over there on that side, and the rear seat passengers do get the air conditioning vents in the guard there. Behind the seat, we have a little 12-volt socket down here as well. And for the music lovers amongst you, behind that grille is actually a little subwoofer as well. Under here, you get a little storage bin for when the seats are up. So we'll just pop we'll leave the mats there for the time being. We'll just lower this down and we'll go around the side of the vehicle. Going around the passenger side of this Territory, yet again, black paint. This one presents brilliantly. Paintwork exceptional. From that angle there, you'll see no signs of shopping trolley dents or anything like that. Sadly, this wheel has copped a little bit of gutter rash on it. Has a little bit of rash there and a little bit down here. It's probably about a third of the wheel on this wheel. It's not major, but I do like to point this out. On the back here, we do have a brilliant condition all-terrain tyre there as well. Coming down the side of the vehicle, can't find any sort of scratches, nicks, dents or anything on this side. Yet again, side step, brilliant condition. Does have the front weather shield as well. Coming up to the last of the alloy wheels, yet again, a little bit of gutter rashing here to talk about. Sadly, someone's had a little bit of gutter contact here, about a third of the wheel on this side as well, but a brilliant condition all-terrain tyre on the front of this car. So all the way around the car, apart from a little gutter rash on some of the wheels, the body of the car presents brilliantly. Let's have a chat about the engine and fuel economy of this Territory. Up the front here, Ford's venerable and very reliable 4-litre overhead, dual overhead cam, variable valve timing engine. With this engine, you're going to get 190 kilowatts of power, 383 Newton meters torque. In the Series 2 Territory, the power and torque figures come in at much lower RPM, making this car a lot better to drive than the Series 1s. It is powered through a 4-speed automatic transmission. It's going to give you, on average, 12 litres to the 100 out of a 75-litre tank. You're going to get a touch over 625 kilometres of average driving range. Inside the Territory Ghia now is such a comfortable place to be. Let's let me electrically move out of the way. Do have electric driver's seat, of course, and in this one as well, making it very easy to drive for everyone. You can actually, if my camera, can you zoom in down there somehow? I don't know, you should be able to. Just give us a nod or something when you're down at the brake pedal. You can actually see, hopefully you can see it there, you can actually electrically adjust the accelerator and brake pedal to come further towards you or further away from you, making this car a lot easier to drive for anyone of any height. A brilliant, brilliant feature, that one. Anyway, come back up away from my feet now. Let's talk about the interior of this car. Such a familiar place to be for me. As I said, I've got a very similar car, or had one. And the steering wheel here, leather wrap steering wheel, nice perforated leather, solid at the top and bottom, brilliant condition. You do get the silver trims on the side with the cruise control on the right side and audio controls on the left with volume mode and a button on the back. On the left of the steering wheel there, we do have the rear and front wiper control. Then we'll talk about the elephant in the room there. We do have the Nokia Bluetooth phone kit fitted to this vehicle as well. It even says goodbye to you when you turn the car off, which is quite a nice little feature. We'll go across to the right hand side. Do have automatic headlights on this car. Being a black car, it's good to have at night automatic headlights. Do remember they only work at night. In the rain, turn them on for safety. On this car, we do have the 2 flip keys for the vehicle as well. Fuel button, front fog light, of course, if it's foggy. On my driver's door now, we do have the 4-door power windows and the chrome door pulls. One thing to note about this vehicle, this says something about the previous owner. These aren't in the garage. We actually have the original Territory drinking bowls. Probably could do with a little bit of a clean, but 2 of them for the front of the car as well. A little bit of nostalgia there as well, because they don't do these anymore. Coming across and into the center, I'll turn the lights on there, really easy to read. Currently showing an exceptional 80,000 kilometers on this car, and it shows throughout. Brilliant condition, very easy to read speedo and tachometer there as well. Move across into the center, and we'll probably go up a little bit, Mr. Lynn. We do have our electrochromatic mirror. Hello, Mr. Camera. Gone are the days, a little flick switch there. It brightens down automatically for you. Lynn, can you lean back, my friend, and we'll talk a little bit about this. The Series 2 Gears obviously came with the roof-mounted DVD player. Keeps the kids very happy in the back there as well. All right, Lynn, come back up into the front of the car. In the front, we've got a little bin there. Open that up, and you've got storage up there for many things. Close that there. Come down, 2 air conditioning vents, very easy to use. We do have, I'll turn the headlights back off, brightens back up for you. Do have our colour screen there showing us our dual zone climate control, as well as the station, the trip time and everything like that, and clock. The clock in the original ones was in the roof for some reason. It's back down here. If I pop it in reverse for a moment, you will see that the reversing camera will beep at us. Very, very clear camera, nice wide angle as well. And you'll see, you can probably, I don't know if you can see it from your angle, but I can just see the tow bar tongue there. So if you had the tongue in, it'd actually be very easy to hook up the trailer with this car. Pop that back into park. We'll continue down. Obviously in this car we do have the premium sound, as I mentioned before. It does have subwoofer in the back. Really good sound, quite good actually. Easy to use there with AM, FM, and then of course your menus and things. Down from there, dual zone climate control, both driver's side and passenger side of the vehicle, or you can go fully automatic. Down from there, traction control, door locks, roof light, trip computer, of course. Below there, we've got a little spot for many things. You've got a large spot actually down the bottom, and oh, hang on, I can get my whole hand and arm in there. And then a spot here for other things. 12-volt socket to charge your phone. As I mentioned before, 4-speed gearbox, really good gearbox in this car, very reliable unit. D for drive. If you want, you've got sports mode there if you're feeling a bit Schumacher-ish. Leather wrapped handbrake, of course. From there, we've got 2 cup holders. We do have the black leather wrapped center console. Open that up, and look what we've got in here. We've got the 2 Alpine headsets for the rear seat passengers, as well as the remote still in its original bag. That says a lot about this car and its history, actually. Just pop them back in there. Close that. Going to get my camera and just zoom around the interior now. We do have floor mats in the boot of the car. The carpets are without them at the moment. They present in brilliant condition. Leather wrapped seats. Does have a little, I wouldn't say wear, but that's standard for the age. There's no cracking or anything like that, but it's not quite as smooth as this side. I do want to point that out for any out-of-state buyers, but presents brilliantly. Driver's seat will be the same as that one. Rear seats leather, brilliant. If you've got kids, you know leather seats is the way to go. This car is very easy to clean in the back of. Do have the 60/40s folding seats there as well. Things around the car though, as you come back, I'm going to get my camera and pan to the roof. Now commonly with family cars you see fingerprints, crayon marks, everything on the roof of the car. None of that here. Presents really well as you come back to the front to say hello to me again. Gonna just grab the service books now. Now let's jump into it. Here we go. So the 15,000 hasn't been stamped. Now we're chasing up Ford at the moment, and Ford are notorious for information holding, so we're having a bit of trouble getting that stamp at the moment, but we are looking for it. But from there on in, was serviced at Ford all the way through. Got President Ford at 30, we've got Brighton Ford at 45, Brighton Ford at 60, Brighton Ford at 74, and then we've done it again at 80,000 kilometers when we brought it into stock. So almost full service history, and we are chasing up the last stamp, but perfect condition outside, brilliant condition inside. This is the car for you. Thank you for watching this video walk around tour of Series 2 Territory Ghia. As you've seen, brilliant condition on the outside, stunning condition inside, brilliant Ford books as well. To be very quick for this car, give us a call, 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.